morning. It's day 80 and we are leaving the Cookie Lady's house. It's beautiful, sunny, probably in the mid-60s right now. Lots of dew. My tent was wet just because of all the dew. And the birds are beautiful. They're everywhere, of course, because of the blueberries, but I'll take it. Here we go. First place of the day. I'm glad I can be out here. I slept really well last night. My body feels good. I'm ready. Okay. Well, I had a great stay last night at the Cookie Lady's house. I had texted her the day before for permission to tent. I probably got there between 3:30 and 4 and set up my tent. Then I got a bucket. They're pretty big too. And I spent probably about an hour picking blueberries. So if you fill a bucket, you can get a free meal. And I feel like that was good, as opposed to having spent that hour laying, resting. I feel like it was better for my overall sleep last night. It was a little hot, but I listened to a podcast and it was a nice way to spend my time. And then another section hiker who's going Sobo came and he did the same. And we were actually the only two that stayed there last night. Joy, a girl who's there this week doing work first day, said there were about 10 people earlier in the day, but obviously they went on. So I think the normal meal is pasta salad and chicken and fruit, but because it was evening, I had the choice of getting pizza. So I had pizza and pasta. It was delicious. It was like a homemade marinara. It was good. Yesterday, after I finished picking blueberries, I sat on the front porch and read a magazine and charged my phone. And then a lady actually pulled up because the sign says Blueberry Hill on the AT or something like that. And so she wanted to know about information about the AT. So we talked to her for a bit, and then the actual Cookie Lady came home and we talked to her. She's actually a retired teacher. And ate. And I did watch one episode of, I think it's called House of the Dragon. I've seen it before, but since there's a new season and Tony's not really into it, I decided I'd download it and give it another try, because I think I only saw the first season. And I probably went to sleep by 9. So I think staying awake and doing stuff till then was really good for me. I slept almost all night. I got up once to pee, Then I woke up at 5 and went back to sleep till 5:45. So I slept really well. I got on the trail by 7:45, and I can't complain. It's really pretty flat, a little up and down, but not a lot. But at least the first mile was really muddy. So I feel like I should be moving faster, but it was a lot of hop skipping around, just not to avoid getting wet per se, but from slipping, because I also slipped twice already. Once off a bog board, and I don't know where else. I didn't fall all the way, but it's just frustrating when you never know when it's gonna happen. But I'm fine. The other thing of note that's already happened is I feel like I'm 90% sure I scared a bear. I did not see it, but it was off to the side and there was just a lot of brush or tree limb movement. And usually I'm like, oh, it's just a squirrel jumping out of the tree. But this was a little more than that. So I'm glad I didn't see it. That makes me feel better. I do also feel like it's probably a bear because I feel like I saw some bear scat, or what could possibly be bear scat. So it's all right. I always said, oh, that was it. Oh, mosquitoes. I want my first kind of bear encounters, if I have them, to be safe like that, in a situation where the bear sees me and runs off, and I only hear it like I did today, or see its butt running away. So that's good. Oh, we're near a road. Okay. The last thing I was gonna say for now is that lots of bugs here. Fudge. That's not what I was gonna say. All right, I'm done. Okay, it is really buggy. I might have to put on my bug spray today. Usually I've been able to avoid it, but whew, they're out thick. It's unusually quiet. Hiker-wise, I really thought I would see more hikers, so we'll see. Maybe in Dalton, that's where I'm headed. And I'm cutting through lots of spider webs or spider lines today. That's not usually something we can say. Okay, we're definitely stopping at the Capewood shelter to check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to the Crystal Mountain campground. I feel like that would be a good bet for me because tomorrow is gonna be hotter. It's not gonna cool down as much tonight, and there's a possibility of rain, so it would just make my day shorter for when Tony picks me up. But that means the last 3 miles are uphill. So we'll see. I'll see how I feel when I get into Dalton and go from there. These are pretty cool. Cool. All right. It's going. It's buggy. I don't move fast enough for these mosquitoes. It's buggy and muddy. I'm hot, but it's not too hot around me. And it's cloudy, so we don't have that direct sun on us. So you gotta take the good with the bad. At least all this mud means all the little streams are flowing and there's water if you need it. I think I'm about a mile and a half from the first shelter I'm gonna stop at. All right, let's go check it out. Here it is. Oh, and they have 2 bear boxes here. And look at the view. You can hear the water down below. Okay, I just came from the K-Wood shelter. Normally, I don't think I would have gone 1.7 off trail for lunch, but last year I met K-Wood's granddaughter, and she told me about how the shelter was named for her grandmother, so of course I wanted to check it out. All right, next stop, Dalton. Then I have a decision to make, whether I stay or go. Okay, today there's a little more traffic. I've seen 5 Sobo hikers. The first one I saw today told me that like 12 people camped in town. There's a person who allows you to camp in their yard. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I get there. But I just talked the last southbound hiker just passed it. He stayed there, and he's like, there's room in the back if you have to pee, and there's a gas station not too far away too. So that was my really only concern, is where I could pee at night. So we'll see. It's early, it's like noon, so I should try to go to the next campground, but I don't know. I don't want to mess up my feet for being on them too long. I don't want to commit to the choice and then be frustrated. We'll see. I'm just going to enjoy where I am right now, and I'll decide when I get to his house. A nice brook. Oh. All right, I'm about to leave the woods and go into the town of Dalton. This stretch was muddy and slippery, but the terrain was pretty good. I'm sure that people who have been hiking for a while breeze right through. All right, let's see what the town's like. All right, so far, the walk through town is nice. It's on a sidewalk, and I can clearly see the marks